morning, dear students. Today I am going to teach you the fifth type of chemical reactions, that is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reductions are a special type of chemical reactions other than the reactions discussed earlier. See here, oxidation is a process of adding oxygen to a chemical substance. These chemical substances may be elements or compound, or the removal of hydrogen from a given chemical compound is also known as oxidation. So, the oxidation may be defined in terms of addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. The addition of oxygen to a chemical substance, element or compound, or removal of hydrogen from a compound is called oxidation. All the chemical reactions involving combustion reaction are known as oxidation reactions. Here they are categorized as oxidation reactions. Why? Because for burning of any substance, oxygen is needed. Without oxygen, no burning occurs. So, during burning, oxygen is added to a chemical substance and the product formed will be the oxides. The metals, non-metals, or even compounds can react with oxygen, just like we have already seen or studied about the burning of magnesium ribbon. This reaction has now become very familiar to you. When magnesium ribbon is burnt in air under the Bunsen burner, what happens? Oxygen is added to magnesium and forms a white amorphous solid. Amorphous means powdery solids. The solids may be of two types, crystalline solid or non-crystalline solid. So, non-crystalline solids are called amorphous. Here magnesium, when reacts with oxygen, forms magnesium oxide, which is a white powdered substance. So, in this reaction, there is an addition of oxygen to magnesium and form magnesium oxide, that is MgO. In the same way, when carbon is burnt in air, it also combines with oxygen, atmospheric oxygen, and forms carbon dioxide. If there is an excess of oxygen, then carbon forms carbon dioxide. And if, see here, carbon plus oxygen, carbon dioxide. But suppose there is a scarcity of oxygen, means when the plenty of air is not available, what will happen? Carbon forms carbon monoxide. Although oxygen get combined, but the incomplete oxidation product of carbon is formed, that is carbon monoxide. Why we say here incomplete oxidation product? Because carbon monoxide may further be oxidized, just like when carbon monoxide is burnt in excess of air, what happens? This gaseous substance will burn with a blue flame and forms carbon dioxide. So here oxidation of carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide has taken place. So this is the example of oxidation. On the other hand, removal of hydrogen from a chemical substance, that is from a compound, is also considered as oxidation. See here, when hydrogen sulfide gas is burnt in oxygen, means when hydrogen sulfide is treated with oxygen gas, they react together and form water, and sulfur is liberated. Sulfur is produced. Here what happened? Hydrogen has removed from H2S by oxygen. Oxygen combines with hydrogen to form water, and sulfur is displaced here. So here removal of hydrogen from H2S has taken place. So it is an example of oxidation. Another example, when manganese dioxide is treated with hydrogen chloride gas, what happens? Or when it is treated with hydrochloric acid, hydrogen is removed from hydrochloric acid by MnO2, that is manganese dioxide. So here the products formed are MnCl2, 2H2O and Cl2. This is an example of oxidation because hydrogen is liberated from HCl. So these are the reactions in which oxygen are added. In those reactions, that is why these reactions may be considered as the oxidation reaction. Now let us come to reduction. What is reduction? Just opposite to the oxidation is the reduction. Means removal of oxygen from a chemical compound or addition of hydrogen to a chemical substance is known as reduction. So let us first of all define reduction as the addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So what is reduction? Reduction, the removal of oxygen or removal of oxygen from a compound or addition of removal of oxygen from a compound or addition of hydrogen to an element or a compound is called reduction. means loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen. Loss of oxygen or gain of hydrogen is called reduction. For example, loss of oxygen, when a particular chemical substance loses oxygen from its molecule, then it is called reduction. See here. When hydrogen is passed over red hot copper 2 oxide, means when hydrogen is passed over CuO, we get H2O and copper. What happened here? CuO solid means hot plus H2. Here Cu plus H2O. What happened here? When hydrogen gas is passed over red hot copper 2 oxide, means cupric oxide, oxygen is removed from copper 2 oxide by hydrogen. So this is an example of reduction. What is this? Reduction. Why? Because oxygen is replaced here. Oxygen is removed from copper oxide, and this oxygen combines with hydrogen forming H2O, and copper is here obtained as a pure metal. So this is an example of reduction. Another example may be taken as reduction of any metal oxide. During the extraction of metals, different metallic oxides are reduced by different reducing agents like carbon, aluminum powder, carbon monoxide, etc. See here, when zinc oxide is treated with carbon, that is coke, what happens? Zinc is obtained. This is an example of a reduction reaction. Why? Because zinc oxide, ZnO, when reacts with carbon, what happens? Zn plus Co. Here carbon acts as a reducing agent which replaces oxygen from zinc oxide and itself gets oxidized to carbon monoxide. This is an example of reduction. In the same way, when hematite ore, which is a very common ore of iron, red hematite, the chemical composition of this hematite is Fe2O3. So when it is subjected to carbon reduction, it means carbon or even carbon monoxide combines with ferric oxide in the blast furnace, it reduces ferric oxide to iron. See here, Fe2O3 plus 3C, it forms 2Fe plus 3CO, or Fe2O3 plus 3CO, it forms 2Fe plus 3CO2. In both these reactions, what happened? In the first reaction, carbon displaces oxygen from Fe2O3 and forms 2Fe plus 3CO. In the second equation, that is when carbon monoxide, 3 molecules of carbon monoxide can displace one molecule of ferric oxide to iron, that is Fe2O3 plus 3CO. Here carbon monoxide gets oxidized to carbon dioxide and Fe2O3 is reduced to Fe, means iron. So these are the different chemical reactions which are considered as the reduction. Now we observe, when we observe the different oxidation and reduction reaction, we find that oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously during the reaction. Means if one reagent get oxidized, other at the same time get reduced, and such chemical reactions in which oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously, means side by side or along with each other, we say such chemical reactions as the redox reactions. The term redox comprises oxidation and reduction both. So if we observe any such reactions mentioned here, we can easily detect which one has get oxidized and which one gets reduced. See here, for example, let us consider the example CuO plus H2, means when hydrogen gas is passed over red hot copper oxide, hot copper oxide, you have already gone through this reaction, that copper is obtained as a reddish brown metal and H2O is formed. Initially cupric oxide is a black solid material, its color is black, but when hydrogen gas is passed over this black copper 2 oxide, in hot condition, what happens? We find that hydrogen reduces copper 2 oxide to copper metal and itself gets oxidized to H2O. So here cupric oxide gets reduced and hydrogen gets oxidized. So see here, copper oxide suffered reduction and water suffered oxidation. Hydrogen suffered oxidation. Cupric oxide suffered reduction and hydrogen suffered oxidation. Means the reduction of copper 2 oxide provides copper and oxidation of hydrogen provides H2O. So this is the example of a redox reaction. In the same way, when Fe2O3 means ferric oxide is treated with carbon means coke, what happens? We get Fe means iron metal plus carbon monoxide gas. What happened here? Here carbon reduces ferric oxide to give iron metal and carbon itself gets oxidized to carbon monoxide. And what happened to Fe2O3? Fe2O3 gets reduced to Fe. Means reduction takes place for Fe2O3 and oxidation takes place for CO. See here, Fe2O3 gets changed into Fe due to the process of reduction and carbon gets changed into carbon monoxide due to the process of oxidation. So we have seen here that both oxidation and reduction took place simultaneously. So these are the examples of redox reactions. Now there are two other terms related to the redox reactions, that is oxidizing agent and reducing agent. What happens to the oxidizing agent during the redox reaction and what happens to the reducing agent during this reaction? Oxidizing agents are those chemical substances which get reduced during this redox reaction. Oxidizing agent gets reduced and reducing agents are those which get oxidized. But in a simple way, we can say that oxidizing agents are those chemical substances which can provide oxygen to the reducing agent, and reducing agents are those chemical substances which get oxygen, which receive oxygen from the oxidizing agent. See here, Fe2O3 can provide oxygen to carbon. That is why Fe2O3 is an oxidizing agent. Why? Because Fe2O3 can provide oxygen to the reducing agent, here carbon. In the same way, copper oxide CuO means copper 2 oxide you may say, or cupric oxide. So cupric oxide CuO is also an example of oxidizing agent because it has tendency to provide oxygen to the reducing agent, here hydrogen. Hydrogen gets converted into H2O. Why? Because it has received oxygen from CuO in this reaction. So hydrogen is here reducing agent and CuO oxidizing agent. I think you have already understood that what are oxidizing and reducing agents? Means oxidizing agents are those chemical substances which can provide oxygen to reducing agent, and reducing agents are those which can receive oxygen. In another way, you may say that oxidizing agent gets reduced during the redox reaction and reducing agent gets oxidized. So this is all about the redox reaction or oxidation reduction reaction. That's all. Thank you.